Howdy, welcome. We're back. Hey, look at this. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Here we are. It's good to be back. I'll be honest. I go through my game phases, but FF14 is still and always will be the love of my life. So yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to see the crowds back, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time today. So we're gonna do all of the MSQ. And yeah, we'll see from there. I've heard the raid series is a lot of fun and is also one of the hardest series they've done maybe ever. So I'm curious about what that's going to be about. Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun today. There's really no time limit or anything like that. We'll just kind of play it by ear. Usually with patch days, I sometimes do one stream of MSQ and one stream of raid series, but yeah, we'll just take it as it comes. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. Just trying to get back into the game, doing some of my side quests, crying about omnicrafters. Oh, my omnicrafters. Oh god, that's gonna be so much work. So yeah, we've got a lot of ground to cover. We will probably be playing this quite a bit more over the next couple of weeks, partially because I'm just like really in a Final Fantasy mood. Thanks to Rebirth. Like, Rebirth is one of maybe the best games I've ever played. I really did not expect that going into it, but I mean, you guys know my streams. Usually we go like, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. But Rebirth, we've had multiple streams of hitting up like 7+ hours. And yeah, I really did not expect that going in. So I've been all about Final Fantasy again lately. And yeah, it's just kind of keeping me moving forward. So yeah, the only downside with being into it is once again, fuck scalpers. screw the resellers, trying to get the Final Fantasy Magic set, because it's been hell all day. They've had collector boxes going up on Amazon, and they are literally sold out by the time that I can even choose my shipping. It's been absolute hell. So last stream I was joking that I will probably make a quiz that people have to answer before they get the boxes at our store. I wasn't joking about that. I'm very seriously going to talk to my manager about it. The downside is, like, I could get it from my store when we get in. We don't usually get a huge number of them, being a smaller, bookstore in a small town, but we do usually get a few in. But the problem is, one, I don't know what our sets are going to be like. And two, that implies that I will still be there in June, which I really don't want. But, if I am, I get, a nice discount off of all of that stuff. But, I'm trying to get as much stuff as I can before all of that happens. So, if I can even just get a couple of collector boosters, I don't even need the whole box. I've been going for the box if it's available, but yeah, it's been hell. But even just a couple boosters would be fine, and I'll just spend the rest of the money I had budgeted and just get some play boosters and buy whatever individual cards that I want. Mainly the alternate art Y'shtola is really what I'm after. I don't care about like the serialized and all of that. But you know, the downside is like I really want to try and get one for the stream so we can have some fun opening packs and stuff on the stream. It's just, you know, I'm gonna be buying and collecting some of the magic sets anyways, but it's just a lot less fun when it's just myself in my room opening like 3 sad boosters, right? Like it's more fun when we've got a nice crowd and everyone's cheering on and, you know, celebrating the wins and, you know, crying about the losses together. So it's very much like I'm trying to get some stream content going. But at this point, like, we've still got another month and a half before it actually releases. But unless they just suddenly bring out a ton of, you know, stuff that they've been holding back for a while at the old Wizards of the Coast printing factory, it's gonna be rough going. So we're just gonna try and do our best. We'll do what we can and kind of go from there. But yeah, seriously, fuck scalpers, absolutely. I'm at the point where I'm gonna ban them from the store. It's like the same 4 or 5 guys all the time, and it's even worse on Amazon where people are using bots to, you know, go through the checkout screen faster than anyone can possibly click. And like I've been through this before, but this is probably some of the worst that I've ever seen it. Like I'm not a stranger to, you know, trying to get online at a certain time and get something. Like that's how I got my 3070 the day of release. It's an NVIDIA Founders Edition. You know, I got it from Best Buy. I was up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know, it was kind of rough, but you know, I managed to get it in, right? You know, I've seen Metallica 4 times, and every single time it's been a rush to get general admission tickets. You know, right when they go up on pre-sale. So like I'm not a stranger to, you know, trying to fight the crowds, but the current situation is absolutely just ridiculous. And you know that it's not going to fans, right? Like they're going to be resold. I've seen some of the other like big card sites already reselling their pre-orders for like $650, which is way too much. I mean, you know, $450 is already too much, but like it's just dumb. It's absolutely dumb. I fucking hate card collector like resellers, man. I really do. I genuinely do. And dealing with them at work does not help. But that being said, the short story is that I'm back into Final Fantasy like in a big way, more than usual. I mean, that's most of what the channel's been lately, but even more so than I feel like I've felt in a long time. And with 14 and the new patch, I did finally upgrade the mouse. Yay! So that's one of the big reasons we haven't streamed it that much lately, is like my old Death Adder was starting to go out. The middle mouse click was like, you really had to press and hold it down, which is not good when you've got cooldowns and stuff to worry about, right? So I have not really had the opportunity to really play a whole lot of this with the mouse going out. So I went out, I bought a new one. It's a Basilisk. It was cheaper than I thought it would be. It's not quite the same design that I'm used to with the Death Adder, but it's pretty close. It's pretty comfy. You know, there's a couple things with it that I'm gonna have to get used to, but I do like that it actually has a couple more bindings that I can actually put on. Like you can take the middle mouse button and do like a left and right click with it, which is kind of cool. And then it's got like the sniper button or something like that right at the end of my thumb. I have to kind of stretch to get it, but yeah, I kind of like that. So, you know, I mostly have my same settings that I've been using, but I might be changing my keybinds in the future as I get a little bit more comfortable with the mouse. But yeah, now that I actually have some equipment that can do this a little bit better, then yeah, we're gonna be playing this probably quite a bit more. I'm gonna make myself a little bigger. There we go. So yeah, you know, look forward to some more FF14 streams. Yeah, it's been a little bit. I know that's what a lot of people on the channel are here for. So why not go to it, right? Well, let's get back into it. Now's the time. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be doing Savage or anything like that next week or 2 weeks, whatever the date is, but you know, I do want to get in and try and have some fun. Right now, I don't even know if I can get into the raids, like the normal raids, because you can see that like I'm very far behind on my equipment compared to most people. So we'll just, you know, we'll take it as it comes and see how things go. But yeah, I am excited to get back into it. Now I just need the FC house. I need the FC house so I can start building my photo studio. But that being said, let's go ahead, let's hop in here and get started with the MSQ. Yeah, last time, you know, it's been a few months. You know, we learned a little bit about the Arcadian. We learned a little bit about how Solution 9 is holding up with the death of their queen. You know, a lot of them very sad. They're kind of wondering what to do about the regulators and stuff. And then the big twist, you know, spoiler alert, Sphene came back, but is very clearly not the Sphene we know, because Y'shtola, in trying to go through the living memory area, Sphene, or at least her voice actor, we heard her being like, hey, where am I? What happened? So now we've got like two Sphenes. So this should be really interesting. I'm very curious. As you know, I didn't like the later last act of Dawn Trail all that much compared to the first two. But I think this might be answering some questions and kind of fixing a few issues that I had with the story. So we'll just have to go forward and take a look. I also did notice that there are a couple new orchestrion roles, and one of them is very much from the raid trial. The story trial, and it is what we expected. So I am really excited to hear. But I've heard everything about all of the actual like group fights is really good. The raid series, I haven't heard much about the trial, but I've heard the music is very good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and head on to the back room and get started. Yay, FF14! Woo! Also heard that we actually have a lot of voiced cutscenes this time around, which is nice because it saves my voice. And timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamichi. She should arrive shortly. Good to see you're here too. I'm not doing like the voices this time around. After so many FF Rebirth streams and being so long, I'm gonna try and preserve voice. I'm not gonna strain at trying to do voices, but we'll read along. And speak of the devil, let's catch up. Let's catch each other up, shall we? I'll go first if nobody minds. I've been back in Tuliolol and spoke to Koana. We told him all about the records left behind by Galuja's mother, as well as Fiend's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settle down more. But while I'm Galuja's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics, and that's all for me. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Sphene, who's been making regular appearances before the people. And each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, which is why she's chosen to reveal herself now. Yeah, and how exactly does she convince them to become an endless? We shut down the servers, so how's that work? Alright, and we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had the knowledge of Queen Sphene's death altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator, given recent events, Sphene is the chief suspect. Many believe the Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more accurate recollections. Yeah, so those that don't have regulators on. We'll carry out our investigation. I'll head to Earth and Sky now and coordinate with our people. There's one other matter. The highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where's this person now? The break room. She is unwell and Y'shtola and Alize have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. To see how she's doing, so I'll come too. Ooh, a visit from the king. Who's this mysterious person? Is it the one that we saw in all the key art? Break room is at the end of the hallway through that door. We can go whenever you're ready. Well, at least we've got like a new area to go do some G-posing in. Yeah, they've expanded a little bit. I don't remember this this table and stuff being up here. Hmm. Probably turn it up a bit. I can't remember what all my settings were at for for the last time we were in the game. Hmm.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
And how did she get out of living memory?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul.
Hmm.
We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis.
Hmm.
Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with a porksy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Oh, of course it was effective. We believe in Angelo. How sweet stand, Porksies.
The circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect. I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Fiend was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
Hmm.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died.
Well, apparently not. Apparently he got better. You know, that happens. You know, the Final Fantasy is very... Death is very fluid in this series. You know, sometimes you get killed by Sephiroth, and other times you get raised in the middle of battle because the Adamantoise is too tough, right? You just got to go with it. Whatever the explanation at the time is.
I am not dead. I'm not.
Hmm.
What is this place?
I wonder how the architects are plotted into this.
Everyone, Otis and Zelenia.
Hmm.
And who are you people?
Who are you and why are you dressed so nice?
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself. Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Hmm.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
Hmm.
I opened my eyes and saw a strange dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
Hmm. She was around long enough to know about Electrope, okay.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
I wonder if her death was a feint. Like locked there by the architects. Whatever they're called.
Room, there was an electric casket.
designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis.
Hmm.
Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down. That was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true?
Oh boy. Wait till she heads outside.
Sleep for that long. 400 years.
Yeah, your city's got some technology now, by the way.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Also, do you like wrestling? We have that too. Well, it's not like we can have her just like go out and walk around. That's going to confuse a lot of people with the fake Sphene running around. If you're lying, so please tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well, but let us do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it is impractical to gather everyone, so I will summon Grahati and Kryl for now. Yeah, I just punch things. I'm not good at the whole explaining things. You have any, like, mortal enemies, then you can give me a call. That also means she probably doesn't know about, like, all the regulators and stuff either.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Yashtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
I mean, wouldn't say no to some Gil. You're a queen, right? At this point, I might be able to slowly start affording a large instead of a medium. Yeah, you gotta give them both credit. Gotta give them both credit. I can't
She's
favor
known those
one.
two for a long time. You can trust in her judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I mean, was it ever in doubt that the Porksies would work here? Were they just worried that there was just too much lightning ether? I don't know. I can't remember. It might have been just like a little throwaway one line at some point.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long.
Yep, stock up on them pigs.
So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Should walk around a little bit, meet the people.
Sphene?
Just get a cloak. We can do it.
Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Yeah. Good old couple rounds at the Arcadia and I'll lift
Great
those
idea.
spirits.
There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
Do it.
It would be a lie to say
Put
I
on
do not
some
feel
dark glasses.
anxious,
You'll be fine.
But I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
Yeah, so she's already considering it like no longer her kingdom. It's been too long. She doesn't know anything about it at this point.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Yeah. I got some matches I gotta go finish. Yeah, if she wants to see the Warrior of Light in the ring. Ooh, title drop. Let's go. We're in it. We're here. You know, the last MSQ I felt like was kind of short, so I'm curious how this is going to go. I also hope Hildebrand, when that comes out, is going to be a little bit longer. The Endless Fiend. You knew her, did you not? It may take time for us both to come to terms with this situation, myself especially. But I recognize that I must. I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. Money. Riding out, I should put on more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shell has prepared for me, I believe. If you would wait outside, I should only need a moment. Alright. Let the queen change. Come on, this is the internet. You gotta cover up those feet. Can't give that away for free. Well, speaking of... Alright. So that's my normal one. Where are you? Yeah. Well, do I want to go full solution 9 for a walk around, or do I want to go a little edgy? And oh, I've still got 3 slots I can use. Ooh, I haven't really taken a look at like glamour stuff in a while, so I think that's going to be an off-stream thing for a bit. Start playing around with some sets. All right, let's go full solution 9. Why not? This is how we do things in the city. How things are done on the streets. Some energy drinks. All right, what's Cyberpunk's fiend gonna look like? If it's good, you know it's gonna end up as a cash shop item.
Apologies for keeping you waiting.
Oh no.
I've never
He's got the
worn
Daisy
such
Dukes on.
clothing before.
What kind of jacket is that? Barely a jacket. The zipper doesn't even go all the way down. Well, you know, at least like the whole bodysuit thing, it looks like it might be kind of warm.
Oh, that really suits you.
I had much the same impression. I had only ever worn skirts, you see. But it seems appropriate for a new beginning.
If this fiend dies too, I will swear off Dawn Trail forever. Let her keep this outfit and just like wander around the new lands.
Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other fiends, and we should probably settle on this now.
Do we get a
rather than
password?
later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What
Mean the
about
fake.
new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction.
Yeah, Wook's just like, I don't understand any of this technology stuff. You just call her what you want.
But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Fiend.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale.
Yeah, I mean, even as like a newfound poor person, this probably has a lot more comforts in the city than what she was used to, right? Even being a queen. So like, I'm sure she'd be fine just being like, you know, I'm fine. I don't need a title anymore. I don't need to be treated as a queen. I want to like live my life now that it's back.
Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
But did they need me to go to the entrance or did they need me to go to the outside? I mean, we just used a Porksy on her, so I don't know if like heading out would be like the best idea. Like Heritage found, there's like a lot of lightning out there. Okay, where are we going first? I saw a bunch of people crowded around empty spaces, so we gotta look for them again. Yeah, already I'm digging this a lot more than I originally did at the end of Dawn Trail, so just gonna be very mad if something happens to this fiend. Just like let her just like cast her off. Let her wander and show up every now and then. This little side character in future expansions. Oh, she actually can put the hood on. That's cool. Oh, she kind of looks like a Moogle almost. I like it. Just to talk with Lamichi, so while we're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There's so many, I can't decide where to begin. There's a bar. You can start there. Let Kyra choose. Not be skipped. Okay, so we gotta do the move the mouse around thing. Oh, no, this is the walk up and talk to strangers thing, it looks like. There's so many now, I can't tell. Oh, no, I can... Okay, there we go. The different shops at the Nexus Arcade selling everything you need. There's always people... It's always full of people out doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Kyra and Lamichi a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. Castletown I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak to me about matters great and small. Just like that lady is doing now with Wuklamot. Get to them last. Government sector. There's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also Soul Exchange, but no one goes out there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. Yeah, so she doesn't know about the regulators. It's a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis, Zelenia. I want others to remember them all. I am reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. Yeah, so she's already going like a very different direction. But she thinks this is cool. Wait till she sees the rest of Eorzea. You know, now that we're all part of one planet now. Want some tacos? I could go for some tacos. You attune to Lalo 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. Yes, we know how aetherites work. It's a mode of travel that utilizes aether currency, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such notes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. After the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. It's disheartening to see them available again for the use of one and all. Right. Antacid's not included. Just ask Thancred. You talking to Lemon? She just came back from Tuliolol. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. Yeah, I picked that back up too. I haven't even finished all of my custom deliveries for patch 7.1, so yeah. My omnicrafters, all of the master recipes. It's so many script. I've got 4 done. I've got 4 done, so I need another, what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks to get them all? I don't even know at this point. Once a railroad connecting Alexandria and neighboring Lindblom. Lindblom! We're in the middle of that right now. But operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to our new neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with Ward, with Alexandria the aggressor. In continuing to strive for peace, Tuliolol's leaders have shown great magnanimity, and I can't help but be moved. Yeah, she's definitely playing the role of Dagger right now. You know, the waif out on the streets who's secretly a princess. Now that I'm playing through it, it makes a lot more sense. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away with the conversation. Alright, Kyra and I told her about the places we can see from here. Yay, that's great. Woo. Right then, why don't we stroll through the residential sector and then stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. Really hope we do get apartments here eventually. I would actually prefer Solution 9 more than the Moon at this point. Like, Moon housing would be cool. But like, man, I really like Solution 9. I don't know. I just I've been on the cyberpunk kick lately. I've been on the sci-fi thing. It's just I like the neon. I like the neon. I like the vibes. All right, well there's a crowd around the bar, so I'm guessing that's it. All right. You never know. Tuesday night. Anything could happen, I guess. We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. Bean, Kyra, the two of you go ahead and order first. Yeah, she's got to get used to the food here, too. It comes in packets, right? Just suck the bag. Like Canada.
So many different drinks. I can't decide.
I mean, after 400 years of sleep, she's probably a bit of a lush, so let's take it easy for now.
Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Sure you want caffeine? Especially Dali coffee, you might end up seeing through time at this point.
Of course. I should warn you though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part.
Must be a little bit closer to what she was used to. Well, Kyra in lore likes sour things. Anytime I'm RPing with Kyra, she always needs lemon with any drink that she gets. She likes lemon. Like, the bitterness is the good part. Well, sour, I guess. But, you know. Two sides of the same coin, I guess. We'll give it a shot.
2 Dali coffees then. The beans make for dark roasts that are quite aromatic. I find the sharp flavor invigorating, though a dash of milk can be a wonderful complement.
No milk. I'm very much the black coffee type. Just injected into my veins. Doesn't even have to be good as long as it's got caffeine.
Ready in a moment.
That's the VTuber life. I'd say like my blood is 90% bean at this point. Hey, those are nice cups. Like if they sold that as a tumbler on the official shop, I'd probably buy one.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people.
What kind of look was that? Is she ready to judge? Make it as good as the old days.
But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all.
Means you've got a fresh start. You can do anything. No one knows.
The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
He's suspicious.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
And if she needs some familiarity, I can swap over to Paladin.
Bye, not Queen Sphene.
I'll have a nice armored knight walking around. Not quite Otis,
I
I'm
do not know that
a lot
boy,
meaner.
nor does he know me? No one does.
I know you.
Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain.
Sounds like a good excuse to go wander in the world, I'm just saying. You'd probably like Limsa.
Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
Have a new friend sitting right next to you. Make new friends. Become a VTuber. Join a community. They join meetup, but we don't really have that in my area. Yeah, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. Sorry for not being much of a guide. I don't usually get to approach this often. It's alright. The people have been through so much. It's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Kyra. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus Arcade, but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. Okay, so let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see in True View. Yeah. Yeah, that'll lift your spirits. That'll lift your spirits. Just, you know, spend some time watching the ring. Make a nice cardboard sign saying how much you love VTubers. All are welcome. Also, the new jog is really good. I really like it. Like, it's not that much slower when it kicks in than the sprint. It's just, yeah. Like, it's not something that I really expected to like all that much. Like, I just felt like, oh, this will be some nice quality of life stuff. But no, it's like really good. Like, it's not going to get much use in combat, but just like wandering around, especially in these cities where you can't have a chocobo. It's, yeah, I mean, you can see I'm still moving it pretty good. I'd say it's like half the speed of a sprint. We need to find a place for him to rest. Thank you. I was on my way to attend some business when the memory of being killed there came flooding back. The danger is past, I know, but the terror lingers. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself. As I might, I can't shake this fear. Oh, I gotta rally him. Okay. Rally. Yeah, just punches back a few times. That'll do it. Thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. But where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher. Usher? They're the ones who come to those without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It's only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. Storage facility? What for? Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. Yeah, so they can't figure out, like, it is, they can go out to Heritage Found, I guess, but they don't really have a place to do like burials. I don't know if like cremation is like a concept to them. I didn't know. I heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we could help. Not actually here in an official capacity, so I'm loath to trouble you further, but since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to the families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden. But it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel the family should be given the choice. They didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Do you want to help too, Kyra? Yeah, oh boy. Oh boy, are they. Need me carry some boxes? Find some grass? I can do it all. More items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them to your care. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction. You know, there have been people in Tuliolol who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite, just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. Bean's just like, okay. 4 items. People on Treeview, and 1 for someone over by the Neon Stein. Let's give them a visit in that order. Right. We've got, Alright, Alright, a few just like down here. Got it. Oh yeah. Here it is. The old 5090. Ooh, well, and we also get some, let's talk. Small talk. It would love to give us a means to reconnect with them in spirit. I'm sure the people who receive these items will treasure them greatly. So what did they do back in your time? Like, this would be the time to speak up. Buildings are all in a row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why Oblivion can blend in. Scary at first, but most of them are really kind. Also, someone passed out on the street now. I wonder if they'll worry if they'll be all right. You know, as tends to happen, I guess. Thing you need? And he was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. See why someone would say no, but I couldn't do that. Now, not when it's something that belonged to my parents. I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. It's always been the case, but now I find myself wondering about this and that, like how much longer I can afford to muck about around with my brothers. But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake. Nice, nice. And so he was happy. Stay out of trouble, kid. Brothers are bad news. Trying to sell me something. Got the keepsake, thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that it might help me remember, but no such luck it seems. The owner's dead and they'll never become one of these endless Queen's Fiend tells us about. Sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? Not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a neo-regulator, but I've had my doubts since then. Queen's Fiend herself recommends that I want to believe that all will be well. Sorry, I need to clear my head. Yeah, you can kind of tell things are going to go south, like, real soon. Oh, you. So this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I have been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. It belonged to someone that died. Thinking about what we did to Tulio Law, I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people, not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Amachi, Wu Lamat would never do that. She and everyone in Tulio Law knew that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just I can't stop worrying about death, and the hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. Alright, Neon Stein it is. First, vending machines. We don't have a friendly bench this time. Technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Wonders of technology. Special formula, not like the ones they sell here. Wanted to try one, but Shale wouldn't. Come back when you're older, kid. You can't just take what Geralt gives you like that. Are you talking to me? I am. Got some nice bicycles. Nice if I could repaint mine. The Akira bike. Say this stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. Oh, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Of course. You're the unenhanced challenger, no champion. Can't stress how incredible it is what you've achieved without using feral souls. It's a genuine honor to meet you, though not for the first time, I realize. Yeah, you can give me I can give you my autograph. Fusion station in the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment. Ah, that guy, yeah. He was begging for some souls. Find the straight and narrow, kid. That's right, I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, my name's Lathander. I used to fight in the Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Spheen's words to heart and found a new job, one where I can put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned. I've been assisting with their rehab. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, and here we are. Ah, so he's a PT. Many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. It's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. Whoa. I'm only a blue-scaled hobigo besides my father. Amenchi once told me that. I know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I looked the same as an endless, I would never throw away this body. Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It's nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. You did good, kid. Keep it up. Complete. Oh. I mean, it's all going to the auction house anyways. Alright, before we continue on, I need to take a quick break. I will be back in like 5 seconds. There we go. All right. Didn't see how many quests were part of the MSQ. Usually it's like 10. Thank you for taking charge, Cairo. And from what I've seen and heard, 'tis plain that people held their queen in high regard, and the Simulants exploited their love and admiration and went over so very many. Yes, see, she's starting to get suspicious too. Like, we're doing the whole, well, we don't want to interrupt their way of life kind of thing, but it's very clear, at least to the real Sphene, that, like, this is kind of sus. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes, and I'm curious how the Underkeep comes into all of this, the new dungeon. Also, I hope the new dungeon drops gear. Hope I can use it, because I really don't want to have to grind up tomestones just to enter the raid series. It's gonna take me a day or two to do that if that's gonna be the case. So I'm kind of scared of how this is gonna go with the new mouse. Like, I'm getting used to it. I'm still not like super confident in just the feel, the ergonomics of it in terms of like trying to really do some raiding. Actions what we received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they did not want to keep the items after all. What was your experience? Everyone accepted their items, but they all felt differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner, and another couldn't stop worrying about her own death. See, it's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of course, I've come to believe that we are each of us the sum of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. When they passed away and we lost our memories of these people, we lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. Our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud. I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Now, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we walk to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was very much alike to me in the beginning, but I cannot become like her no more than she could become like me. For once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all have different journeys. At some point, things like our goals and our way of thinking are bound to change. Sphene was one possibility. A version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact that I did, though. Yeah, so it's almost like she's kind of like a reflection of Emmett, right? If Emmett had been split into two. Except now she's like in the current timeline. Huh? Is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we are. Here we are. Stimulant. She overheard us. She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know any better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right? So is this gonna be a VTuber situation? Is the new character that's like in all the art controlling this feed? Is that where we're going with this? It wouldn't surprise me. Stein is that way. Let's hurry. All right. We'll get like another room opened up. Nice being able to like go into Black Hat's gym. It's kind of neat. Like more like that in this area because there's just so many buildings that are just kind of there, right?
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
No! Ooh, that was a lot of energy. I fought Ramu. I can shake this off.
Hey, are you alright?
Hmm.
So she didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
The Warrior of Light, bitch. I can't die like that easy. You know how many times I've been struck with lightning over the past 10 years?
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
Hmm.
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious.
Of course he's a spreadsheet nerd. Of course. Who would have guessed?
I know that voice.
Oh?
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping, the key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Not on your life.
Is that so? What a shame. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments.
Hmm.
'Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them.
Oops, all's fiends.
Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it. And sure enough, she did just that.
Yeah, now we're starting to lay the groundwork for like where future expansions are gonna go, huh? But who's gonna be the big bad?
I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi.
I'm going crazy.
I'm truly sorry.
I'm going insane. I get the fish islands going.
Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Yeah, so he's going the Hojo route.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew.
Yeah, she's got the special crown.
And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
I mean, just record her. Just record her. Just you know, get it in audio. What I learned from my crime dramas and K-dramas. A lot of dramas, actually. This guy. Oh, you know, just a cube. Standard cube. Now what's he trying? Clearly building like a
Speaking
chip of
to
some
me.
kind. I am.
Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution.
Yeah, definitely going the full Hojo route.
Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict.
We've got like evil Alphino here. That's kind of what we're working with.
Ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know
Alex. He's just basically another new version of like the ancients at this point.
The young genius who had mastered electrope technology.
Yeah, I mean, we just spent like 6
He
expansions.
founded the scientific collective known as Preservation.
Preservation,
and
okay, that's the
devoted
name of
himself
it.
To developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people.
Oh yeah, he's got those VTuber eyes.
Calyx, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now.
Oh no, now at least now she's starting to get a purpose. Yeah, after wondering what she was doing here, where she could go, now it's like, oh no. Oh, now you just made her mad.
But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Sounds like she needs to pick up a job. Wonder what she would be. I bet she'd be a good sage. I bet she could learn a lot from Alphino. Or maybe she'll go the full Garnet, dagger route and just learn some of the rogue trades.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
Really going against the Warrior of Light now, buddy. You know how many times I've seen societies trying to last for all time, only to wither. They defeated the giant bird that was all about this. Come on, man. Read the news. Yeah, so Preservation, I guess, is going to be like the next group of big bads. Seems like they kind of have the same ideas that a lot of the people in the ancient society had, right? It's kind of twisted and warped. Instead of seeing like death as something that like you graciously go to when your time is done, they're like, no. Right. Forgive me, I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. Ah, so she was a healer. I mean, that makes sense. Frustrating to be so powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations. If you don't have mana, so you can pick up a couple swords. Don't need a whole lot. A very slippery aura that could probably help you out over in Shirogane. There is no need for Queen's Fiend. It's the Queen of Reason, my endless counterpart that they love. Although it is a hard truth to accept, it is nevertheless the truth. I must find a new way to serve. Alone, and together we can get through anything. Yeah, he was supposed to be king, and now he's just kind of like there. Like, yeah, about all that. Well said. And it just so happens that there's something that only you can do right this moment. Start with Calyx. What can you tell us about them? The prodigy who specialized in the field of electrope and made his mark during the storm surge. Yet, even as he basked in the admiration of his peers, he struggled with an illness he had from birth, which left him with precious little time to live. For him to still be here 4 centuries on, I think it's safe to assume that he too has become an endless. See. Well, we're somewhat familiar with preservation. I never imagined we'd cross paths with one of them like this. I figured they would have, like, yeeted themselves to another world by now, right? How about preservation? We do. They're supposed to have created Everkeep's core system as well as the Endless Fiend. Did they? All while I was slumbering. Members of Oblivion have spent a lot of time investigating preservation. Should head to the back room and tell them what's happened. Yes. Find your purpose, true Fiend. Pick up an art. Join my party, please. I've got infinite reses, you don't have to worry. Back to the end of the back room, huh? That I am.
We've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
Well, one of them did. I mean, he is the leader, but...
They mean to turn even more people into Endless. It seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections. But unlike the previous Fiend, they have no intention of saving everyone.
You know, it's kind of nice that they're giving him some lines. He's been kind of busy lately between Wicked and the new Jurassic Park, so, you know, good for him.
Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation without being swayed by emotion.
Like I said, spreadsheet nerd.
Carefully managed eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Fiend's death?
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
I mean, his motives are, you know, self-preservation and gaining power. Next thing you know, he's going to buy a social media site and run it into the ground. That's kind of what they do.
Has outright stated his ultimate goal. How his actions will further this agenda remains unclear.
Yeah, man, he's just got a god complex.
That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
Yeah, that lit a fire under her ass.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting. When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
Okay, so they can build a giant cyberpunk city, but I guess they don't have VPNs in the future.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
I mean, we've got the king right here. He can unclassify it.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for preservation to conceal a terminal, I must say. Having existed since the storm surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
Yeah, I mean, when we wander around the Nexus like this, we're only on like, what, floor 7 or something like that of this huge tower.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calyx, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
Yeah, but if you know it's a trap, you can set a trap for the trap. Trap for the trap is me. I think a little revenge is in order. Why not? Gonna be the angry warrior of light this time.
That it is. While I'm glad you're safe, we cannot allow his offense to go unanswered.
If you're set on this course of action,
Bruh, I didn't know you had
I'll work
such
on getting you
bloodlust.
access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please,
What are
let me
those?
come with you.
Oh?
I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
I mean, maybe she can
All
figure out the whole mana
That's what you
problem.
want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way, and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
All right. Well, you know, it's been a bit, so I think once we get down there, the news play, but I will slowly but surely. I think once we get down there, I think I might actually have to trust it. It's been a while. It'll take a little bit longer than running it with a group, but that's fine. Help me get my land legs back. I don't have information on the area. I'll come along and gather geographic data on site. You can leave the navigating to me. It's fortunate to have a capable adapter like you, Galusha. No matter what the future holds, your knowledge of Electrope is bound to serve you well. He's so happy to be praised. I love Galusha. Such dependable support here, we may embark on our mission. Come, let's head to the lift in the government sector. Alright, so it's actually like inside the town. That's kind of neat. Alright, how do I get out again? Oh, there we go. Gotta get my bearings. Alright, first dungeon in like months. I haven't even done like my daily roulettes or anything, so it's... When I say it's been a while, I mean it's been a while. I've been purely focused on crafting for the grand majority of the past couple patches, so yeah. We'll just have to see how this goes. Like I said, I did a little bit beforehand just to try and get used to the new mouse, but it's still got a couple things that I'm still getting used to. The side buttons in particular are like, they don't stick out as much as they do on the Death Adder, and they're a little bit further up. But it feels a little weird. All right, here we go. direct lift to the Foundation sector, so we'll have to transfer to another on the way. If we take the wrong lift, we'll end up in the wrong sector, so be sure to follow her instructions, okay? Well, it's an FF dungeon, so I'm sure that just means follow whichever way the map actually lets us go. First, divided to inner and outer sections below Origenics. The castle is at the heart of the inner section. Okay. Make our way inwards. Got it. Communicator with you. All right. Will do. Modified to track your coordinates, so I'll be guiding you as I collect data. Gotcha. Dale, you can track me anytime. Let's get going. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, we get Cryo. Okay. Who we bringing along? Okay, so we just get kind of like the generic party. Let's do this. Plus, you know, as we get through this, I'll also get some more loot, which I could probably use. Wonder what this drops. The portrait. The portrait. I always forget the portrait. This is some wistful music. Ooh, Cubis. We love the Cubis. Joy is part of all of our days. Gotta zoom out. All right, let's see what we're working with here.
They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
All right, we can handle them. All that is like super sensitive pressing that. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna take me a bit to get used to this mouse. Wow. It is so touchy. You know, we're doing all right. Right. And then, yeah, the DPI buttons are a little bit further back too. I might rebind some of that stuff to the new like sniper button that I've got. It's kind of hard to reach for my thumb, but I think we can get it done. Nice, nice. All right, so we got some bugs. Of course, there's bugs in here. Why wouldn't there be? All right, Wook, do your thing. Nice, nice. Okay. But I gotta say, it is really nice being able to play this again and actually have scroll wheel bindings that actually work. I missed it. I missed it so much. I feel like I've been complaining about my scroll wheel going out for probably the past year, but the past, I don't know, 2 months or so, it's gotten especially bad. So yeah, it's just, it's good to be home, I guess. I did notice that there's like a way you can like unbind the scroll wheel so it doesn't have the little clicky. Like right now it feels like, you know, it's got the little ridges on it. But like before I actually got into the Razor app to actually adjust things, like it was just a free floating scroll wheel. I like the little ridges because it kind of acts as like a stopper. But it is kind of neat. It's something that I can maybe play around with, right? Right. Up. Oh, did we get a third coming in? All right. I'm fine. I'm cool with that. Let me AoE it down. But we won't get any treasure chests until after the first boss, so we've got a little bit of time before I can start worrying about the loot. Nice. All of my muscle memory is gone. I'm like doubling up on my free casts without meaning to. All right. Yeah, once I actually get the hang of this mouse, like I wouldn't be opposed to the hopping back into some more hardcore stuff. Like I said, I don't know about Savage. It's just a lot to deal with in Party Finder. But like overall, I am really liking the feel of this thing. Like it was only $40, which really kind of surprised me. Like I was looking for a new Death Adder, or like they had the Vipers. The Vipers are too small. I've got the big guitar hands, right? So like I need kind of a bigger, a little bit heavier mouse. And of course I always go wired. I don't like wireless. So yeah, the Viper I wasn't feeling. And I was really, really sad to see that the Death Adder got rid of the DPI buttons that I'm going to rely on so much. But yeah, the Basilisk, I'm digging it. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is just me as a gamer talking. God, I wish I was sponsored by some companies. But yeah, I am digging it. It's just, it's the same thing as anytime you switch it up. When you're used to something so long with your equipment, right? It's just, you know, making that adjustment, getting that muscle memory, like, retrained. It won't take that long. The same, you know, the buttons themselves, my key bindings are still the same. It's just, you know, new layout. Oh, a boss that, like, takes us down river. Okay. Huh. Alright, we'll let Wook Lamont go on in first. Nice, nice. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Almighty Racket. Okay. Just move with everyone else. Stick to the plan. Okay. Move over here with Kryl. Alright. That's a little weird. Not gonna lie, I'm not used to having downtime a whole lot on just regular dungeon bosses. I mean, it happens occasionally. They'll go underground and dig around a little bit. But that feels like it was especially long. Okay, so it's doubling up Almighty Racket. Got it. I'm probably going down on this. Okay. Oh, wow, I didn't. Okay. Earth Song? Well, you know, in 9 we got to deal with the oh. Yeah, in 9 we got to deal with the bug underground, right? Pretty basic. See where it was going. Guessing it's that waterfall. Yeah. Okay, Almighty Racket, get behind. What else we got going on here? Trap Jaws, yeah, it's a tank buster. Everyone else feeling Chilling Grip. Oh, no, Chilling Chirp. Okay. Go. Save as last time. Switch it up. All right, so you gotta get kind of snug in there, but it's doable. Earth Song. Okay. Go down here and be fine. Gonna get another Almighty Racket? No? Yeah. There it is. save our modification here. Probably gonna go AWOL here in a second. Oh, no, okay. And that should be good enough. Yeah, not bad. Naming, so what are we looking at? 725. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to run this a few times. Get that gear up. Yeah, you know, I'm getting back into it. Hopefully that's coming across too. I can still, I still gotta get a little more practice in, but I think we'll be able to, I think we'll be just fine once we get to the trial. Okay. Okay, and we got the dual cast going. There we go. Okay, I don't think they really changed a whole lot with Red Mage either. I saw we had like some potency increases, but you know, that's kind of standard stuff. Nothing major being changed around, so could still be a same old, right? There we go. Moulinet, why not? I got the mana to spare. And boom. Okay. Nice. I feel like I'm doing all right damage, considering I haven't really done anything with my gear in a while. Like, for being a trust, like, I'm really kind of surprised we're going as fast as we are. Usually this stuff is kind of painful, right? Okay. I've got a little bit more of that wistful music coming in. Okay. Speaking of, where is Sphene? I thought she was supposed to be down here with us. Is she hanging back where it's safe right now? Okay.
Erekip's construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle.
Bending. We just go down? Yep, okay. Uh-oh. Jammer. They know we're here. Knew it was a trap anyways, it's fine. I don't see Sphene. Be a treasure coffer though. We should have one more group after this, right? Yeah, we can go ahead and use it. Okay. And line them up. Let's do another impact. The world are you painting over there, Cryle? I don't remember seeing that weird flower. That's kind of neat. Away with you, sentries. You're bygone. You're no longer needed. You're outdated. You're old tech. Am I really not going to get any casting? This whole run, it's kind of what it's looking like. Like, not a single piece of casting on a duty support. Like, come on, man. You got to give me something. It's not like I need a whole lot to up into the raid. I think it's what, 715? Maybe it's 7:30. I can't remember. If it's 7:30, I might be running a lot off stream. Might not be doing the raid tonight. Alright, I can switch it up now. We'll be alright. Okay. Right. Yeah, so far nothing super crazy. Like, I don't know, the last dungeon they did, I felt like it had a little bit more in terms of like the trash having, you know, just some kind of wonky things you need to look out for, right?
So you have come. Let us measure your strength.
Soldier S0, okay. What's your deal? Okay. Right? We, as per usual, as is tradition, under a slash. That's Wook's thing to worry about. Utilizing mobile combat maneuvers, okay. Alright, what's this gonna involve? Oh. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh. Okay. You gotta look and see which one's slashing, huh? Sector by sector, okay. Okay, we gotta stay over here. Nice. Okay, I see it. So just, I mean, it's a basic half room cleave. You just gotta keep track of which one's doing what. Okay. Okay, Protean wave, got it. That's fine. That's easy enough. I've dealt with enough Proteans in my time. Can't fool me. Okay, now what? All right. Oh, okay. All right now. I see what you're up to. Okay. All right, that's a little quick. It's fun. I'm sure there's like a pattern people will have figured out eventually on it. All right, now what do we got? Okay. Protean. Okay, there we go. And get into my combo. Field of Scorn. I don't know what that was all about. There we go. Oh, is that just the AoE? Yeah. I think it was. Okay. Nice. Yeah, too bad. You can kind of pick your side, and like eventually you'll have a safe spot. You just got to give it a second. Yeah, I really am not going to get anything. Wow. Well, you know, my streamer luck doesn't always hold. If you're going to give me your energy, if you're going to give me the streamer luck, help me get some Final Fantasy Magic cards. That's really what I'm saving it all for, right? Okay. Now that I've got a new button, yeah, I might be able to start binding some of this stuff that I've kind of had off to the side for a little bit. Be kind of nice. you know, I've been like, usually I have to move over Addle and Magic Barrier whenever I'm doing single target things. So yeah, being able to just kind of keep them all would be very convenient. Like, the more I think about it, the more I like this mouse. Here we go. Any treasure chests, please? Please, anything? Oh, okay. That's cool. Maybe upstairs. We're in the palace now. Surely there's got to be some treasure. Right?
Take that.
These guards are really intense. They've got like a flamethrower gun. Okay. Yeah, you know, the music, like, it's not as in your face as I think a lot of people like, but I do really like it because it's got the little bits of the Alexandria motif in it from the previous dungeon, right? Which way are we going? Also, it is really cool to be inside Alexandria Castle after going through it quite a bit in 9, getting lost. Here we go again. Okay. I think we should have one more pack after this. We'll Moulinet, why not? I like being able to start the boss fights with a little bit of energy. Yeah, once we get down there, I'm guessing Beatrix is gonna be like this super secret guard, right? Okay. I like the subrunner's the way to go. Doesn't have nearly the HP. Nice. I will say with the new mouse, it's a little weird because it has that little thumb ridge, right? Like, it has that little thumb pad on it. And I'm not used to it, so it's kind of like angling my wrist in a different way. I got to make sure and do my carpal tunnel exercises just in case, right? Roll the wrist around, stretch it. Ow. Oh, good. This one has wheels. That's lovely. Bygone Road Ripper. All right. I feel like Road Ripper is just kind of the common name for these ones. Yeah. It doesn't help much when you can only go straight. You know what? I've got time. Why not? There we go. It's so nice being able to like scroll up and it actually scrolls up instead of trying to do both. All right, any last chests? Please, I need some casting gear. Maybe with it being one of the later dungeons, it'll auto give me something, or at least beating the boss. I don't know. All right, who we got? Who do we have? Okay, got a lot of guns. It's ominous. Oh, fun. We're fighting art. We're fighting artwork.
We still lack sufficient data. Very well. To see how you perform against this.
All right, well, this is an FF9 reference. We clearly haven't gotten there yet, so I don't know what kind of Easter eggs we've got to look at here. Okay. We... All right. Coordinate march. I'm gonna follow Cryle. The heck? Oh, I see. Okay. Brits activate. Okay. I just got to get in a safe line. Okay. Do we have any more turrets? No. Doesn't look like it. Oh wow, that's a lot of Proteans. Okay. Let's find your safe spot.
Let us see what this is.
Oh. Well, that's not good. Okay. All right, I can kind of see. I can see what it's doing. Yeah, the balls, I can't tell when they actually go off, but obviously I can see the line. I can see their pathway. Okay. Right.
How will you handle this?
Right, which ones are first, huh? Guessing they go off every time they hit a ball, right? Yeah. Move up here. Right, easy enough. Guessing at some point we're gonna get the balls plus cannon. Like I would assume that's like the later half. They start doubling up some of the mechanics. Okay. We got plenty of space here. Give me room, Graha. There we go. We're fine.
Let us see what this is.
Okay. Back line, got it. Alright, now we got some new lines coming up. Okay. It looks like they're all gonna be over there. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so we should be fine over here. Alright, line up. Got it.
Still alive. How unfortunate.
Perfect sphere, that's the AoE. Raid wide. Okay, now what?
For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
Coordinate march. Alright. Oh, the turrets activate, okay. This could be a little tricky. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Plenty of space over here. Not the most efficient movement I've ever done, but it gets the job done, right? I haven't seen it do like a back cleave. I wonder if it's got a back cleave in its arsenal at some point.
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat King Eternal.
Okay, now what? Pixel perfect, let's go. Yeah. Okay, another raid wide. All right, Healer's putting in the work this time, huh? And back to the beginning. Okay. Over here, it's fine. Ah, moved in too soon. And it's gonna have a frontal thing. And neutralize front lines. There we go. And I might need to cure myself. Oh, wow. Wow, I didn't get any cures. Thanks, Kryle. Oh, wait, Gra, that was you, man. What's up, man? Why are you taking so long? My pugs do better than that.
This
Alright.
machine has long guarded these crumbling walls.
Okay. Alright, back to square one. We've got it. We know the strats. It's just yeah, a little bit to look at. A lot to pay attention to, but you'll be fine. It's not too hard. Who's going first? I just messed up getting into the turret fire too soon. Oh. Alright, when's it gonna do the front lines? Okay. Go. Winds neutralize. Oh, that's not good. Hey, we made it.
Let us see what this is.
Over there. And Wooch is like sitting on top of it, huh? There we go.
Approach to assess your adaptability.
Now, where's the big line gonna be? Okay. Oh, we've got like a little bit. It's cool. Yeah, then I can just stay over here the whole time. I can move up a bit. There we go.
Still alive. How
Hey. AoE.
for you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
Where is the turret gonna be? That's the question. Okay. Okay, stay out there. Move over. Easy game, made for children. We got this. Almost pressed the wrong thing there. Okay. Let's get that white mana back up. There we go. All right, now I'm feeling like I'm getting into the groove. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel it. There we go. Feeling like I'm getting real comfortable with this mouse. I'm liking it. Okay. Starting from over there this time. All right, which okay. All right. Move over. It's fine. Then we got to watch out for the frontal cone. There we go. Look at us. Who would have thought? Please give me some loot. I really need some loot. All right. Ooh, and I got plenty of space. Look at that. None of my teammates trying to step on my toes. That's like, in some ways, like the duty support can be a little harder like that. You can kind of set up things and like kind of predict how other people will move. A little less so with the NPCs. Like, they're gonna go to their spot and you have to adjust. It's not a bad thing to learn, but it does take a bit. Ooh. Ugh. All right. Did I get anything? No, I didn't. Jesus. Oh, well, I got a royal hound. That's kind of neat. It's the beagle. It's the beagle. It's the little buddy. First things first is to see what that's going for on the old auction house. If I even get the opportunity, I have a feeling we'll have
strength. Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store. From here on out, Sveen and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal, but stay alert for more threats.
I get the feeling there's a guardian down here. A nice blindfold. By the way, I guess the eye patches are from the gold saucer. If you want the left or right eye patch, the new ones. Kind of neat. Got a couple characters that I might end up throwing them on.
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train.
Yeah, and you got the music in the background. We're familiar with that, thanks to our recent playthrough.
If I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria.
Well, their knights are not set up the same way.
Oh, how I loved to see the two of them spar. I once dreamed of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away.
Guessing Beatrix is Zelenia in this.
As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though in the end I could barely move, I regret that I didn't go out there and fight. At least while I still could. My endless self lamented not being able to protect the realm with benevolence. 'Tis a feeling to which I can relate.
Alright, well this fee needs to meet Merlwib. If she wants to learn how to fight while being a leader, I got you. Or the more she talks, the more I'm like, Limsa would welcome you with open arms.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood. Come, let us press on.
Yeah, Gra knows what's up. Hitting in the fist. He's ready. Just please heal me this time. Don't do what you did that last run. I'm begging you, Graha. That's like your one job.
This is one big castle, though. How far does this hallway go?
I don't know, Wook. Why don't you take some notes? Not like I'm sick of running up to your chambers up in Tulialal. Notice the lack of aetherites here. Ah. Oh.
What happened?
That was an illusion. Yeah, that castle was way too nice to be there for 4 centuries. This is more like it. Oh, yeah, this definitely speaks Trial Arena. You gotta hit us with that Roses of May. I think we are. I think we're gonna get it. It's all just a hologram. This guy, this spreadsheet nerd.
It seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing? It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see? I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate the walls of the throne room. It will take your friends a good while to find you.
But what about a nice little shard of Azim? Can that penetrate?
I confess the Valia Pira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else.
Here we go. Here we go. I really haven't heard hardly anything about the trial. I've heard a lot about the raids.
Use anything at your disposal. The better you fight, the more accurate my data. Attaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way to reclaim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
All right, are we going to be able to trust this, or should we group it?
Ah, noble Zilenia, dashing as ever. These villains mean to do us harm. Strike them down, I bid you.
I'm really going to enjoy beating the crap out of Calyx. I don't care if he's weak.
What? This machine is Zilenia. Indeed it is. We couldn't preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her.
These guys.
The endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alexandrians. That I can accept. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings.
Oh yeah, now she's getting mad. She's finding her purpose. Join us.
Disgrace I cannot abide. Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this monstrosity must be destroyed. Not least of all for Zilenia's honor.
Yeah, I've got a good feeling that this fiend actually, if this fiend actually manages to survive all the patch content, a lot of my criticisms of the end of Dawn Trail will be fully taken care of. And I feel like they've been dropping enough hints about how she used to be a healer, so I'm hoping. Let's do this.
If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight, I may be able to offer you counsel. So please, lend me your strength and end this farce.
Oh, with pleasure. This is what the Warrior of Light does. He didn't even need to ask. I was going to do it anyway. I'm not a smart lizard. I'm good at punching things. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, he wants the crystal. Yeah, he wants the shard of Azim. That's what he's looking at. Oh. And yeah, listen to that. Listen to that soundtrack. Roses of May, let's go. Gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't get any loot out of that last run. I got nothing. I can't even get in here. If they had just given me like one accessory, I would have been able to get in. Okay. Well, I guess we got to go back and run the dungeon one more time. Whoopee. But that's fine. That's okay. It's my fault. It's my bad for like not paying attention and not playing a lot of 7.1. Before we do that, I'm going to take another really quick break. So just bear with me. We're going to warp back to Solution 9. And then, yeah, you know, we'll run the dungeon one more time. Hope I get some loot. And then hopefully be able to do this. Because, like, I don't want to, like, not do the MSQ on stream. All right. BRB. Okay. So we'll just actually run the dungeon with a group. Should go a little bit faster. I mean, the loot's whatever. I didn't get any loot, so really anything is good. Just anything to get up to 715. We'll see. But first things first, let's take a look. Let's see what the doggo sells for. Oh, okay. 975000. Nice. Yeah, we'll allow that. You know me, I don't mind running until I get one for myself, but I don't really use a whole lot of minions, so it's cool. I'm fine with that. All right, and I also need to clear out my bags a little bit, don't I? I need to make some room. Desynth, yeah. Nice. I doubt I will get much from it. I don't think there's really anything here that gets me much, but we'll take a look anyways. Probably just all going to be dimming materia. Ooh, I could use the condensed solution. Maybe the Razkanar, Rakaznar ingot. We'll see. All right. And over here. Yeah. That's all my bad. I didn't realize that the trial would be 7:15, which means the raids are probably 7:30. And I don't think I've got... maybe I do. We'll have to take a look. Okay, sell all the stuff that I've gotten from my Ventures. There we go. Not a whole lot of money, but it's something. Right. Actually, do I even have enough? Do I have anything that I can like buy from here from the Tombstone Exchange? Probably not. But let's take a look anyways. So I can get the gloves. What do I need? 710, 710. Yeah, everything is 710. So, what about my right side? Have a... Okay. Okay. So I can get the ring. Go ahead and do it. That should do it. That should be enough. We'll see. It's not obviously not going to be like perfectly melded or anything like that, but it'll be something, right? Okay. Ring. You gotta be kidding me. Really? Really? Okay, well. Meld it. Crit. Oh, it's actually full on crit. Okay. Yeah. All right, and then direct hit. Where are you? And I only have up to 11 on that, huh? That's fine. I think with that I am like out of tomes. Oh. Put that back on. That way our portrait actually shows up like it's supposed to. There we go. Hey. It. Save. All right. Let's hope this doesn't take too many runs. I'm hopeful. We know the strats. It's not that bad. 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll be all right. So yeah, you know, I'm definitely liking this. I'm really liking where 7.2 is going. I've spoken many times about a lot of my issues and just introducing new characters only for them to turn out evil, and then like we have to kill them, and we barely knew her for like 2 whole zones, right? Not even 2 whole zones. It was more like a zone and a half. So yeah, having the actual Sphene here and possibly introducing another long-term character like that alone completely changes a lot of my thoughts about Dawn Trail and my enjoyment of it. So, you know, we'll just have to see how things go. I have to see if it holds up. I don't know if it will, but we're gonna be hopeful. And yeah, I'm liking 7.2 so far. And I like that they're not taking a lot of time to like get through it either. Like they could have spent the whole patch with Sphene wondering what her purpose is and where she fits in now and all this other stuff. But just having her instantly like meeting someone from the past who's very clearly going to be part of the big villain arc over the next several expansions, right? Like that kind of changes it, right? I really like that they went ahead and did that instead of spending a whole lot of time. All right, I don't think there was really a whole lot else that I could get. What even is my weapon right now? Is it still... Yeah, it's 720. Fine. Have any totem gear? I definitely don't have any relic stuff that I can get. At least I don't think I do. Do I have anything in the saddlebag? No. It's a token exchange. Augmented Archaeo Kingdom. Yeah, I'm all light heavy. Like everything. Archangels, yeah. Okay. I mean, if I really wanted to spend like a million gold to buy a jacket or something off the auction house, I guess I could, but nah, not for this. Not since I'm not doing hardcore raiding. Not since I've got an FC house that I've got to save for. Which is also very weird that I thought today would start another entry period, but I guess that's not until like there's something, so yeah. But I am excited about this trial. I really, really am excited about the trial, but first things first, I literally just need like one more piece and we'll be fine. And I really should have kept up with things. It's completely my bad. I should have run some things more in the lead up to it, but we've been so caught up with Rebirth and I'm having so much fun with that it just kind of passed by me. And you know, refreshing Magic the Gathering set, hoping that I can actually beat the scalpers for once. It's not looking good, but you know, I had to put in the effort. But that's all right. But that being said, you know, if you have gone through 7.2, you know, I hope you're having fun with it. You know, new patches are always really exciting, and it's nice to see a lot of people back in here. I feel like this like patch content after 7.1 was a bigger lull for a lot of people than we've had in a good amount of time, right? It just felt like I didn't really see a whole lot of, you know, people in the VTuber Fight Club on Blue Sky posting about you know, 14. I didn't see a lot of the usual people streaming it, so it's nice to be back. And I think with what I've been hearing about the raid series, it should be a lot of fun. So yeah, you know, it's one of those games that people tend to get really negative about when it does hit a really bad lull period, but it doesn't take much to get back on track. Like, it just needs that one good patch, and it seems like this could potentially be that patch. You know, we'll have to see how the Cosmos stuff handles, and I'm really curious about the new Eureka. I think I'll be spending a lot of time there if it ends up being as fun as it looks. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to enjoy with this patch. Now we got to wait a couple of weeks. You know, the new in-game area isn't, I think, until 7.25, which will probably be like a month and a half from now or something like that. Savage, of course, we've still got another week or two before that unlocks. Hildy shouldn't take too long. Hildy's usually pretty fast. But yeah, they've got the timeline out, so like you can go and take a look. It's not too bad. Man, it said 5 minutes. It is not 5 minutes. If I need to, I'll go look at the market board, I guess. I really don't want to spend more gil than I have to just to do the story. I really thought I'd be able to do it though, but you know, we just had bad luck with the duty support run. I feel like duty support should guarantee you one piece. It really should. I know it does it for like a lot of the other dungeons. You know, you finish it, you get the one piece. Because that's really all we're looking for. It's just have one extra little bit. And one extra little boost. A 725 would be really helpful. Yeah, I'll be running it quite a bit off stream. I'm not gonna do like chain running it here. We've got a long way to go. And I feel like there's still a lot of MSQ to go too. This is only what, the 4th quest or something like that? I don't know. Maybe I just lost track. But if nothing else, you know, even if the others do it, you know, fall into another bit of a lull period, it's nice for me to be back. It's nice to feel back on the channel. You know, we've kind of built a lot of this channel off of FF14. So yeah, I always felt a little bit bad not streaming it a whole lot the past year. But, you know, we're back, we're here. It'll be entering the rotation regularly again. But, you know, at the same time, we've had a lot of other, you know, Final Fantasy related things that have been a lot of fun. So, you know, we'll keep having a good time as best we can. As always, you know, like, subscribe. Follow me as I enter the last chapter of Rebirth next stream. Then we get back directly into FF9. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I also saw that Sean Murray posted an emote. It's a bone. We got a bone. So some No Man's Sky. We've got that to look forward to in the future too.
They must have gotten made themselves at home.
We'll have to see how that goes. I'm very curious what a bone could mean, because I hate the ancient bones hunting in No Man's Sky. So I hope like they clean up a lot of that. But it's always, you know, hype mode when Sean Murray posts an emote. So we'll probably find out what that's going to be tomorrow, I would assume. I don't think I saw any news about it today, so... Alright. Yeah, this should go a lot faster with a full party. You know, I was just a little nervous having a new mouse, not playing in a while. So, you know, duty support, you know, it's fine to do it for the storyline, but I feel like I'm comfortable again. So we should be all right. I'm getting used to this new mouse. We'll be okay. Right? Oh, but no one waved in chat. Have we fallen so far in the Final Fantasy community that I don't even get an O/ in chat when we first get in? What's happened to us? Oh yeah, look at that cake, baby. Look at it. I only just realized they're called sand cakes. They're cubuses, come on. Can't fool me.
Should be an access hatch nearby that leads inside.
So does sprint work in dungeons? Does the new jog work here? I think it does. I mean, it automatically turns off once you have any kind of enmity. Yeah, even just running around the dungeons if you want to get like screenshots and stuff would be kind of handy. Okay. All right, I forgot. We have to do the double pulls. It's been so long. I've forgotten the meta. All right, sand cake. Yeah, this is a lot faster. I feel like we spent what 40 minutes running that dungeon. All because we had to do the last boss twice because Karahatia didn't want to heal. All right. Well, sweet. I didn't even take a look to see what we've got. So we got a warrior, an astro, and a reaper. All right. Yeah, I really, you know, since I didn't do any savage raiding, I haven't really kept track of like everyone's opinions about how things are going with a lot of the jobs. I haven't heard too many grumblings, so I guess things are going all right. So there was like some discussion about bards or something like that in my Discord, and that's really about all that I've heard. I don't know, you know, how Mech is feeling right now. What people think of Viper, you know, things like that. Here we go. I guess, you know, Black Mage is no longer king in a lot of cases. I guess that's probably the only job I can think of that I've heard some people kind of complaining about. It's not even necessarily complaints, but like the balance is very different than, you know, when it was, you know, the absolute king shit of all classes, right? Oh, I guess someone went, hey, okay, we didn't even notice. We were having a good time. All right. Now with this new mouse, I can already feel it. I really want to try out some of these new buttons and finally get a full array of keybinds that I've never had playing this game. I feel like it's gonna unlock some kind of like Super Saiyan power in my gameplay. And let's be honest, I feel like I was already doing pretty good as a red mage to begin with, you know, making the guides and all. So, right. Mighty Racket, stay behind. And I don't know why that got interrupted, but that's cool. Go into another one. Oh, there we go. Back here. Of course, the moment I try and humble brag a little bit, I screw the hell up. Go figure. That's streaming, baby. That's content. It's the life of a VTuber. Yeah, it's gonna come out of that one. Bye, Ramona. Can I make it? No, I cannot. All right, an attempt was made. R.I.P. How's it going, Chad? How you doing? That's all right. It's only the first day. I can complain that it's my first time running. I don't know if the warning popped up or not, but that's going to be my excuse. I'm still learning, right? All right, where is he going to turn? Okay. Okay. All right, I can stand in this corner. You got clearance, man. All right. Earth Song, not to be confused with Earth Sea. Speaking of classics, you know, I've had a lot of trouble sleeping the last couple nights. I don't know why. It's just been it's been rough. So I think I'm gonna reread Lord of the Rings again. It's been a while since I've read it. I don't think I've actually read through all 3 books since high school, but it feels like like now is the time, right? Yeah, I don't really know why it's been so rough. It's been like I've got plenty of time. Like it's not like I'm being forced to wake up at odd hours or anything like that. It's just I lay my head down and I get like super excited about talking about things on stream and having some fun. I blame Rebirth, really. Ever since we started Rebirth, I don't know. I've been jazzed about streaming. I mean, I'm always having a good time. At least I think I am. I hope that's coming across. But yeah, just something about it. It's been a while since we've had a game where I've just really, you know, been okay with doing these like 5, 6, 7 hour streams. And yeah, it's just kind of lit the fire, I guess, to keep doing some new things. And yeah, I've just been laying down and just like getting super excited about things to talk about and what I want to do for the future. But yeah, the downside is, you know, it's been rough trying to get to bed. I can't lie. So yeah, I think maybe reading some books might help me back out. Lord of the Rings, I love Lord of the Rings, don't get me wrong. But it is dense, to say the least. It's a lot of it's a lot to read. And yeah, I do feel like I do fall asleep a little bit better whenever I'm trying to read something, right? Now what? Pass and pass. All right. Well, the good news is we got our gear. We got our 2 pieces that we needed. I'm not gonna worry about trying to meld while everyone's trying to run between these packs, but that should push me over enough to get into the trial. Got it, Ramona. Ooh, a neckband. Man, I'm just getting all the loot. I'm not gonna complain. Yeah. Yeah, now we're really set. Now we're good to go. I'm actually a little over what I expected. It's still probably not enough to do the raids, but it should get me pretty close. I don't think we're going to do the raids on stream tonight. I'll probably do them on my own time, depending on what the eye level requirement is. But we will stream them later this week at some point for some reruns. So, you know, look forward to that. All right. So this one, we got to follow the danger Dorito, I think. It seems like everyone else kind of knows what they're doing, so yeah, we'll move around. It's not like it's super hard to keep track of, but I'm also very lazy, so whatever makes it easier, right? If someone else wants to do the looking around, I'm cool with that. Let's go. Oh god, that feels really cool when I flick that scroll wheel. it keeps rolling for a second or something. A little different. Kind of neat. Okay. Here we go. Mobile combat maneuvers. So which side we got? Okay. Where are we going first? Okay, yeah, we'll be fine here. Nice. There's also a lot less pressure when they go down this fast, right? Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, now what do we got? Okay, let's hang out over here. Protean wave, we got clearance, we're fine. I've already forgotten about the Protean. We only did this like, what, 15 minutes ago? Alright, and now we get the weird one that covers like the whole screen. See here. Who's it gonna be? Okay. Nice. So it still kind of goes in a line of some kind. Near as I can tell. Or a circle, I guess. Oh no, Fields of Scorn. Not Scorn. Ordered Fate, okay. Down here, Static Force. Here we go, we've got clearance, nice. Man, am I even gonna get another combo in? We're like really kind of breezing through them. A lot easier than I feel like a lot of the other expert dungeons have been. Like the past few, like they were kind of, they weren't necessarily hard, but they were HP sponges, right? Like they took a while to go down. I feel like that is not the case here. I feel like we're really, really breezing through this thing. Nice. What do we got? Slaying, striking.
You will show me more. I bid you press on.
There we go. I'll gather them all up and do my thing. Nice. You know, it's almost, I don't know. It's like they almost swung the other way because between this and the music, it's almost too relaxing. I'll be honest. It's kind of like, you know, as a streamer, very hard because I've got a yap when most of what I want to do is just kind of like chill here and vibe, right? Just chill here and, you know, maybe take a little nappy nap. Right. There we go. We can go ahead and start single targeting. Not going to be able to get too many multis off. Going down. It's too fast. We're too good. Pro gaming. Should be able to get some Moulinets in on the next group. All right. What do we have here? Here's another chest. If they want to just round out the rest of my gear, I would be cool with that. See, look at that. Look at how amazing that is. Yes. Get it for an alt. Keep going, Ramona. I believe in you. The other big thing, speaking of, oh, she's a, yeah, she's a Rogadin. I was about ready to say, like, you know, whenever I kind of took a break for a little bit, I still had not found that many Rothgals. And I'm kind of wondering if there's more out and about these days. Now, I was kind of slowly leveling mine. Now that I've got a new mouse, I feel like I can probably get in and do that. And, like, really actually focus on her. Get that, that alt up and running. And let's be honest, I'm an RP. There's always got to be more RP alts, right? Yeah, she's fun though. I'm leveling a paladin this time. In addition to all of the other jobs that I've still got to get to level 100 on here. Finally get my Amaro mount. Yo. I think the level 100 mount this time, like the max level mount, it's the little robots, those guys, right? I think that's the mount. Last time it was just like a little hairpin. It was like not really as impressive. Right, spin around. Gonna charge again and then do the cleave.
You are untroubled thus
And I feel like the treasure coffers, when you've got a group, it also gives you more, right? Oh. See? We're just getting them all. Just get the whole right side. Why not? They're saying I'm eating good. Alright, I guess I can go ahead and start extracting the materia from some of this stuff. I've got a ring, I've got the helmet. Neckband, yeah.
This machine
all right, here we go.
has long guarded these crumbling halls.
Go. Alright, raid wide. That's fine. That's easy. You got this.
How will you handle this?
Okay. Do that side first. Okay. Cross on over. Easy game.
Let us introduce more weaponry.
Right, now what do we got? Oh, yeah, the cannons. Not bad. And it definitely won't get nearly as far in as it did the last time, so we should be all right. Some of those later ones with the double cannons plus the frontal cleave, yeah, I got a little tricky. It's doable, but seems like a couple of them it might be their first time. So yeah. All right, so it's going to throw one up, probably up near the top there. So okay. Yeah, we've got a second. It's cool. Go. Yeah. I can hang back here. We got clearance. It's nice.
Still alive. How unfortunate.
Right, raid wide. Okay.
For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
The hardest part is that it changes which side it's coming from each time. Kinda gotta really look. Okay. Okay, now what do we got? Oh, barely in it. Ah, that's fine. All right, and front lines. Yep, already facing away from us. We're good. All right. Yeah, throw out the magic barrier. It's been a while since I've used that. Why not? It's there for a reason, right? You guys have clearance over here if you need. Or maybe they don't. Yep. The raid wide. Hopefully we can get this down for the next line of balls. The balls. You gotta worry about them. Keep an eye out. Where? Okay, yeah, we're in a good spot. Nice, nice. Nope. Good job, everybody. I'm my healer. Thank you all. Oh, doggo. All right, well, let's take a look at this gear and get into this trial, shall we? All right, so I've got the ring. Go ahead and take that out. Nice, nice. Meld it. What do we have? Termination, direct hit. Oof. Yeah, all right. We got the helmet. Retrieve. Hope I don't lose one of these. Ah, I lost one. That's fine. I'm so far behind that I also don't have a lot of like 12 materia either. That's gonna hurt. That's a little rough. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, I can put crit on it though. Yeah, this is gonna be the weirdest set of melds I think I've ever had on any of my gear. I have no tokens or anything like that available. Neck band, did I already take that out? Nope. Okay. A meld. Yeah, what do we have? So I can put determination on there. That's good. About direct hit. That will. Right, and earrings. Last one. Cool. Another determination maybe. Seems to be the way to go. Nice, we are set. We are good. No, that's not what I want. There we go. Fly. And save. All right. Now we're in it. Now we can do it. So let's hop in here. And I'm kind of scared, but that's okay. Goodness sakes, 11 minutes. 11 minutes. At least let me back in so I can hear the music for a while. I'm excited about Roses of May. Come to think of it, I don't even have any clusters to exchange for some materia. Yeah, I'm like really low. Need to run the old raid a bit. We got, yeah, Juno. I've forgotten almost all of the mechanics of Juno. I just remember our friendly punch lady. That's really about it. Well, we might as well catch up on a couple things here. All right, complete. Ooh, a tomato. Oh, buddy. Actually, let's go ahead and sell the tomato. Why not? I might need that for some recipes, but I could stand to get out and gather a little bit. Got to learn the new timers for the new master craft stuff. I think I can gather a lot of it. I think maybe there's still a few melts that I need on my gatherers. My crafters should be okay. All right. They're all... Give me something. There we go. Need to hit up the old aft castle. Turn in some of that old gear that I just got rid of. Thank God. I didn't really get a whole lot of the mathematics, did I? 115. Yeah, that's barely enough to get anything. I don't even think I can get any accessories with that. We'll take a look, but I think it's 375. Yeah. That's fine. We'll get it eventually. I'll do some roulettes. I am not even gonna click on what Spheen's A, maybe. I have the surnames turned off for a reason, right? Oh, man, this is going longer than I thought. Starting to get hungry again. Being to those tacos. Taco Bell's gonna be the only thing open. I'll make a grilled cheese or something. It's been a while since I've had a nice grilled cheese. All right, here we go. Let's see how much this hurts. I'm a little wary. I'm a little scared. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Hit me with that. Hit me with that music. Yeah. Yeah.
I am Selenia Triantaphili.
If that's a name.
Royal Knight of Alexandria and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
I want your eye patch. Or really just becoming a Gundam in general. That would be kind of cool. All right, here we go.
Blade, I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
Yeah.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Alright, I'm assuming... Oh, it keeps expanding. Alright. Oh, so it's an out and then in. Oh, that's kind of neat. Also kind of terrifying.
I know this technique. You must keep moving.
Oh, so we got ice and fire, same as usual. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, neat. Oh, very neat. All right, so this time we've got in and then out. Got it. Okay. That we can do. Okay. Oh. Okay. There we go. And then forward or to the side. I can't tell. There we go. I kind of lost track. It's not quite lined up with the arrows. Also, I can tell my res button is normally my DPI down mouse button. That's gonna take some getting used to. Okay. Okay, Holy Hazard. Yeah, so it's like slightly back, right? It's like right here. A little different, a little different. Okay. Alright, this fight's kind of a banger. Not gonna lie. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we're getting pancaked. Oh, the roses of May. There we go. There's the roses. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's just like a big raid wide. A little weird. Away from the sigils. I'm trying.
The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay. So that seems like it's a little bit of a bait and switch. You think it's going to do something, then it actually does. Okay. I mean, HP wise, we're doing all right. Okay. Oh. I don't know what that was. Okay, let's just get to the edge and start running. Oh. Nice, nice. That we can handle. All right, everybody, stack it up. Nice, nice. Talk more. Don't move. Don't move. There we go. Okay. Oh, she's got a little bit in the center there too. So I wonder if I have to keep an eye out on like where her blade is, right? Okay. Obviously, I can't go anywhere near the center. Okay. Yeah. So you got to look for a blade. I see. Easy enough. All right, now what? Okay. Stay back here so I can kind of keep an eye out, right? Okay.
I know this is construction, and yet.
Right, I did it the opposite way I was supposed to. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just vibing. Just having a good time. Playing with friends. Other warriors of light. Okay. Oh no. There we go. Let's get out of here and move around a little bit. There we go. Nice. Power break. Oh, wrong side, wrong side. There we go. Yeah, RIP anyone that has to stand and cast. Now let's see what else she has. When would be a good time to put in Adel? Okay. All right, now what? There's the ball. The orb. Okay. Okay. I see. I see. Move in. All right. All right. Valorous Ascension. Okay. Okay, this is a heal check. Yeah. Okay. Right, power break. Which side? Over here. Nice. Okay. I mean, we're doing all right so far. I think we're getting it. I think individually, there's really not a whole lot here that's like super complicated or anything. It's just Yeah, it's just a lot visually, right? I'm sure the different color of pizza slices will be important for the extreme, but it's really not too bad right now. Okay. Fully hazard, okay. Stay right here. Ah! That was on me. Okay, there we go. Let's see if Adel does anything. Stay here. Right. Another Valorous Ascension. Raid wide. Okay. Didn't see which one was going first. Okay. It's fine. That's fine. We'll be okay. Here we go. Oh, power break. Get over there. There we go. All right, I'll get one of them up. Okay. Back we go again. Hey, that wasn't too bad overall. Yeah. I went a lot better than I thought. Hey, thanks Ginkgo. Yeah, it's been all right.
Forgive me, my queen.
You know, new patch week is always fun.
I have failed you.
Yeah, it was a fun fight. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. You know, some of the stuff I'm still a little uncertain of, but overall I think really nothing there that's a huge surprise. Just some very cool new visuals for, you know, mechanics we already know on my other red mage, because of course we should. But yeah, I'm curious what the extreme is like.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Yeah, because I'm the Warrior of Light. He didn't expect that. He thought I was just like some rando arena fighter, right?
Is that so? Well, if we are done here, then I shall end the transmission. Hold it!
Yeah, you're on her throne.
If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zilenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye. You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
I don't think she cares about that all that much.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort. But since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key.
So he's another robot hologram thing. Projection.
Why do you so oppose our objective? With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless.
Not the way to do it.
Give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well. I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
I mean, it kind of involves killing the planet. Not really my thing. Got a whole other game we're going through about this. So obviously he's aware of the connections, because we already know preservation found a way to, like, between worlds.
How miserly you are. But unless you're willing to compromise, you won't be able to save anyone or anything.
I mean, With it being like holographic robots, all we need is just a really big magnet. And I think we've solved all of our problems.
I'd say our conversation has run its course. Ultimately, what you think is immaterial. For the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And
It's true, we gotta convince the people too.
The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calix.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
I don't want your gift. Unless it's money. I'll take money. Reminds me of the dude, was it Serial Experiments Lane? Who is basically a neat, kind of what he reminds me of. He was kind, but she could be stern. A pillar of strength when I ascended the throne in troubled times. Not only did she protect me, she also buoyed my spirit whenever it threatened to buckle under the pressures of my station. By preserving her memory and honor, you've done more for me than you could know. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of my thing. It's what I do. Your friendly neighborhood warrior of light. Oh, so I have to complete the trial to do it with trust. Interesting.
Selenia, it pains me to think that you're gone too.
I'm not complaining, but a lot of these are voiced this time around. I like it. Even Jonathan Bailey getting in some of the action.
Oh,
he's a busy man.
What's
up, Wook? What news do you bring?
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
Explaining. Fade to black.
Then preservation's objective is indeed what Calix claimed. But for them to know about the source and the shards, and to refer to theirs as the ninth, that raises some questions.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
Bean's just like, I got no use for most of this.
So books still remain. Of course. You are welcome to any that may be of use.
So wait, when
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here first? I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
So when Sphene and Alex just like were like peacing out, does that mean that, like, they're done with Alexandria for good and they're like moving on to the other worlds and their big plans? All I can figure, like, is Queen gonna be back to being the actual Queen Sphene? Gonna have to like a weekend at Bernie's this situation? Like, what's going on?
This tiara, it was hers, the Endless Fiend's. What's it doing here?
It's a type of regulator, I believe. Contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calix likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants.
But now they need a queen. They need a figurehead. Galuja can only do so much. He's like 2.
Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calix made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
Ooh, nice. New G-post spot. Hooray.
This contains the memories of another me. The tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria.
Seems much smaller in her
Might I
hands.
hold on to this tiara? You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library and then back outside.
Curious where this is going to go for patch 6 point or 7.3. Usually that's what wraps up the current expansion. 4 and 5 are like leading into the next. Clearly we're not like done with Alexandria yet.
Farewell, Selenia.
So yeah, I'm kind of wondering like if they have one last push here in like solution 9 or 7.3, like one final big bad as farewell, and then we have to figure out how to get to the 9th for patch 4 and 5. Keelan gave the impression that she wouldn't be back, but I suppose only time will tell. At present, we have no further leads on Calyx. Yeah, I mean, he's got to be in a different realm at this point. Now, perhaps you could take a moment to contact our friends. It would be good to catch each other up on recent developments, and I am certain everyone would appreciate hearing from you. All right, chatter, chatter. We gotta talk to Y'shtola, because she's the one that knows about the 9th at this point. Alphino and Alizade, like, I don't know how much they'd be able to help right now. Y'shtola's the one that's kind of more involved with a lot of this content. Hello, Mom. If it isn't Kyra, is something the matter? Preservation is behind the recent intrigue. It doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to hear you are none the worse for your trials, though. I only died once. That's a good run for my first try. Concluded a meeting with Gossin. I told him about the cure for Levin sickness, and we formed a tentative plan to treat all those who are stricken. I'm now otherwise unoccupied, so I shall take a look around the government sector to see if aught is amiss. If this Calyx is obsessed with the key, then I ought to begin studying it in earnest as well. Alizade's just here for the ride, so we should at least say hello. Like, hey, you wanna come join? Out of the blue, is something wrong? What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and you didn't think to ask me to come? Of course. You would have really liked that. Suppose I've been fairly busy myself. I'm pleased to say that we've received permission to begin administering the cure for Levin sickness to citizens. I'm actually due to visit a boy named Milo shortly to see how he's responding to his treatment. Oh! Milos! Yeah, we met him and his mom. Before with Lamichi, I believe. The two of you should attend as well if you have time. Side quest, I guess? Excellent timing, my friend. I had a mind to call you to myself to see how you were faring. Explaining. Alex, while something was obviously afoot, I couldn't have imagined that such an individual would be involved. As well, you were able to prevent the simulant from sowing further uncertainty. That said, her absence may have consequences. Now, the people are going to wonder what's up. The people of Alexandria still have great trust in Sphene. 'Tis plain in the way they speak of her even now, and how the simulant was able to win them over. When they notice she has ceased to appear again, rumor and worry will spread. We must be mindful of any pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. But forgive me, it's been battle after battle for you, hasn't it? We can handle ourselves for now, so pray rest up while you can and recover your strength. I really hope Ali and Alphano get a card in the Magic set. If I can even get my hands on it at this point. Surprise, has Wukulamat gotten into trouble again? I see. Knowing you, I expect you are already looking forward to the next obvious trap. Try not to overdo it. I'm in the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping the people with their work and talking to those I meet to gauge their sentiment. It's been uneventful for the most part, but there was one notable development. Following recent events, some here stopped wearing regulators. This has led to a disparity in what people remember about the Queen's death and the occasional episode of confusion. I'll be sure to let you know if there are any other changes. Yeah, because people without regulators know, like, what actually happened. They're probably a little bit more distrustful of the Queen. We could get a nice little Civil War arc at some point. What did the others have to say, if I may ask? They finished treating Milos? Then we have to go and visit him. Would you mind if I accompanied you? I understand he's afflicted with the self-same condition as I was, and I cannot help but worry for him. Of course, we won't mind at all. In the meantime, I shall make myself around Solution 9 and see how things are. I share Alphano's concern about the Queen's absence. And even setting that aside, the situation is not like to resolve itself without becoming endless remains an option. I have been meaning to visit some shops, so I shall join Kryl. Alright, let's see, when it's a spa day, I get you. We've all been there. Out and about, I'll try and pick up Calyx's trail. I'll see if I can dig up some information about the key for Y'shtola as well. I'll help you. Seems we all have things to do, so still, there's no telling what else Calyx might have planned, so please be careful, everyone. Herman nod. Right, let's go to Milos's apartment. It's in residential radius 914, if I remember correctly. Just look for the crowd of people. Around a blank space, it's fine. That's alright, I like visiting the residential district. You know, I don't even need Solution 9 housing. I would probably just move my apartment here. But having an apartment would be pretty cool. Oh, we're back out, so where are you? We'll do a little riskier this time, yeah. A little more punkish. Walking the streets, man. Really need to get back in and get back to some G-posing. It's been too long. There's so many good areas around here. I don't know, I feel like I've just been really focused on the VTubing stuff, which is nice, but I don't know, I feel like my creativity in other parts, in other aspects of life is kind of waned a little bit. I just need to get in and do it, and that, you know, that'll end up creating a new spark, right? Came before with Queen's Fiend. I'm glad he came again. I'm sure he'll be fine now, but for good measure, I'll administer a healing spell. Oh, it's good that we figured out Levin sickness. Of course we knew the Porksies would be involved. Good pigs.
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks
yes,
to
you must
Abigail,
live.
Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life. And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother. And not something else.
Thanks, Angelo.
That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alice.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
That's like the entire city. This whole thing is electrope.
Lightning. Does that include regulators?
Does.
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you.
No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihyolal.
Yeah, you might need to change the clothes, but like the food.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
Well, I mean, based on most of the places we've been, you just kind of walk into the city and choose a spot.
Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy. That I like it when she strokes my hair.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
What happens if this kid's actually a jerk? What happens then? What if his newfound words lead to trouble?
Queen's Fiend always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
Must be nice to have inside connections to a head of state. Wonder what that's like.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
Right, you just need to have a good heart, Sphene. You can do it.
Her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No. I shall forge ahead on a path of my own. One that honors the memory of my other self.
Yeah, take up the mantle. Be like, you don't have to use the regulators if you don't want. Also, I'm stepping down as queen and Guluja can take over. I just want to be around you and have fun among my people. Kind of brave boy. It did me well to see me. One day, I hope that I can speak with him about my other self. Let us return to the back room, and on the way, let us pick up treats for our friends. A little gift to show our appreciation. I do like treats. I'm also getting hungry. That Taco Bell is... it's fallen. What?
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of neo-regulators has concluded. We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration. The The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like there's a Civil War arc coming.
What is this?
All the people who wanted regulators but didn't get one are going to be mad. They're going to want one.
Those with neo-regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
You've got one on, man.
Don't look at me like that. Queen's Fiend said there were only so many.
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
So they're definitely not done with the city.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened.
Yeah, this is like their last goodbye.
In transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts. Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria?
They just need someone to teach them. That's what I'm here for.
The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
Yeah, I'm real curious where this is going to go for 7.3. Yeah, it seems like they are gone from the city. Like once they were like bye-bye, that triggers something they had programmed, right?
That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands. A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview.
A mech.
Is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do that.
I mean, Calyx is apparently a good programmer, so, you know, just taking the Tesla approach at this point. Yeah, what's a few civilians?
Not good. I tried to check the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
On scene.
We should go and see for ourselves.
Take a stand.
It's me. There's been an incident in the outskirts.
Oh, now the outskirts too.
A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident.
Yeah.
For no apparent reason.
Trying to, the Calyx is trying to make everyone fearful. He's really ramping it up. Happen to anyone.
Several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine, so everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to...
Yeah. They're trying to make it so no one can trust anyone.
Wait. Is that? Oh gods. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Hmm.
Ill tidings, I take it.
Right, I can step in. At least stop the tide for right now.
Outskirts too? You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm. I'll have Geo join you from Earth and Sky.
Hmm.
I'm coming too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought we'd kind of got to the dungeon and the trial a little bit too soon. Like there's got to be more to this, right? But yeah, you can kind of see where things are going. Just wondering what the big twist is going to end up being. All right, well, outside we go. I'm guessing maybe a solo duty. Seems like it won't be all that much after doing a trial, but that's cool. All right, where are we at? Oh, yeah, I guess apparently they have updated a lot of the graphical options for, you know, Heaven's Sword through Shadowbringers. I haven't actually taken a look through most of those areas, but apparently, like, they finally look good now too. Now, originally it was just this expansion and ARR, right? See no signs of Erenville. Let's split up. Blue Jasfine, please search in the settlement area. While the rest of us who can defend ourselves will head farther out. Hmm. Alright, yeah, he's trying to upend everything that they know. Like, they're all of their way of life. Like, now they can't really do the whole mechanical soldier thing. Never gonna be able to trust those again. Very true to life when you think about it. Okay, so it's not a solo duty, it's just little portals. Got it. I guess I can bring Choco Buddy out. Oh, he's kind of far away. Go. All right. Yeah, it's nice. Nice to have a nice little walk in the park. I didn't even get to change. All right, are you all right? All right. Do you need help? Close call. My thanks. As I was leading the soldiers away, I caught sight of this poor fellow being pursued. I went to help, but it was rather out of my depth. We're lucky you found us when you did. Erenville, I'm so glad you're safe. Quite worried when we couldn't find you. We encountered soldiers on the way here. Most paid us no mind, but some turned out to be hostile. There's no way to tell until they set on you. The ones here also attacked without any warning. If I hadn't been paying attention, it could have ended badly. Hopefully the others were able to escape. We should return to the outskirts and take stock. It's just one after the other. Have fun, man. I'm not sitting here all day as everyone trickles in. Eee. All right. What's the news down here? What's Alizé and everyone been up to? Oh. Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to go south eventually. But matter when and how, right?
The situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain.
People with regulators having even more memories erased or changed.
Unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier.
Like that new emote there too.
Yet when I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered.
We know they do stuff with souls, but the body.
But none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
I mean, did anyone there not have a regulator on? Anyone?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
If someone took it, surely they would have been noticed.
Interesting.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
All right, stay safe, Malachite.
This is terrible. Why would they make the soldiers do this?
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the Neo-regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calix hope to achieve with these killings? Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
That was my first thought. Jail?
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right?
Well, it's not great.
I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erenville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several
Hey, it
people.
really is like a Tesla.
Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
It's just basically dismantling all the tech that they've gotten used to. Like, they're not going to want to give it up.
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on TrueView threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
Alphino had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for Neo-regulators. It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
Hold up, we're gonna do that. Just don't go running off.
Speed, wait! I'm coming with you.
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere. From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts. I'll join you.
I shall remain here and speak further with the locals. I have company now, so you needn't worry about me.
Yeah, so you gotta find a way not just to shut them down, but reprogram everything.
If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
Yeah. This checks out. This is what happens when you give the tech bros too much power. Not like we need a video game to tell us this at this point, but you know. Sometimes you need to be reminded, I guess. I'm just curious how much longer this patch is. Seems like we've covered so much ground already.
Sven's gone on ahead. I leave her with you.
Okay. Alright, nothing better happened to this fiend, or I'm gonna get real mad at the game again. It's already real mad at the end of Dawn Trail. Make me do this all over. Yeah. Like, yeah, I got one too. Hey, the Arcadian buddy. All right, hang in there, man.
Bloody things have gone mad.
All right, I'm coming. It's also kind of funny to think that, like, after all of this,
Why is this happening?
I'm just gonna be going and hanging out in the fight ring. Cutscenes are really good in this. A lot of movement, a lot of emotes. And we get to see Mommy working her stuff. It's supposed to be a finite one, but you know, we kind of saw up into the yeah, we kind of saw a little bit of like the upper levels of the whole thing, right? Yeah, where Zerolja was hanging out, there's a lot. It's like a whole factory.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
You'd stop swinging yourself around. Alphino will take care of you. You're fine. Ah, 3 little mobs. Come on.
No, you don't! Are you all...
Well,
No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless then, you'd still be here. You'd still be with me.
but then you wouldn't remember him.
Now.
You wouldn't remember him. You're sad now, but you got to think of the good times later. And then there's me. Hell yeah. Look at that pose. Red mages are so cool. We don't need many changes because we're already perfectly balanced. Yeah, I feel like we should be like telling the citizens about Calyx and everything going on, you know?
So many hurt. So many dead.
You were the one that was always hanging out on the bench outside?
This is wrong. This is all wrong.
But now you can use your anger and you have a target. Join me. Join me in the fighting arena. Hmm. 12-year-old. Weird that this part isn't voiced, but that's alright. The small solace amidst this tragedy, however. The machine rampage seems to have been only temporary. Soldiers and vehicles alike ceased to operate all at once, as if they had fulfilled their purpose. Same outside Everkeep, though members of Oblivion are keeping watch for good measure. First attacks came shortly after the announcement that neo-regulators had run out. It can't have been a coincidence. Struggle to imagine that anyone but Calyx can control the soldiers. Must have served his ends in some way. The mind games. Uluja, are you still without your authority? Fine now, I'm in control again. Take the opportunity to shut down the machines. There's no guarantee this won't happen again. Haven't she just talked with Everkeep's administrators about that, and they said it wasn't so simple. The mechanical soldiers don't only serve as guards, they also perform various vital tasks like providing medical treatment and managing food production. If we shut them down, we'd struggle to render aid to the citizens, let alone restore their lives to normal. It made it so they can't use weapons anymore, though. Hopefully that makes it a little safer. It seems the best approach for now. Thank you for your swift action, Galusha. See, he's already being a good little king. He's like 2 years old and he's already got like the big plans and ideas. Got the swift thinking. Carelessness. I can abide it no longer. No matter how much hardship and loss we could endure if there was, but a happiness at the end. Yet all I see now is suffering and misery. I cannot bear it. I want to protect the people. For their happiness, I would do anything and everything. Please, please lend me your aid. I don't know what you got planned, but I'm here for it. Oh, Sven, you found the words I wished you'd said back then. Have my axe. Large. Our strength is yours, Sven. Together we'll get through this. Let us split up and get to work. Might I trouble you to report to Shale, my friend? Alright, well, back to Shale we go. Trying day, but it seems the worst is behind us. What's the situation out there? Well, it's not good. No easy way of putting it. It's very bad. But to restore things to normal, thank you. Yet while disarming the soldiers is indeed prudent, it is far from a comprehensive measure that when vehicles can be commandeered to inflict damage and sow chaos. For the time being, I'll set our people to keep close watch on machines. I also have a mind to consult the authorities about enlisting hunters to our aid. I must regain my proficiency in magic. And to that end, I shall seek advice from Y'shtola and Alize. Oh, she going... be a red mage? We look fancy. We get good hats. Grimoire I once used. I hope to learn to wield it again at everyone's side. Ah, she's just going summoner. Come on. Better than that. For the key, I think it best that it remains in your care, though it means you will bear the greatest risk. Ah, I'm used to it. It's another day. Another day of life on the internet. Ease your burden. I shall endeavor to become a capable warrior and make Otis and Selena proud. All right, what do we got? Let's do crit. Oh, bumper. Yeah, there it is. All living memory. Parts of it going to come online again.
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us.
Not if you train it for a long time. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, kilometers a day.
How mankind should evolve, shall evolve. I have already arrived at the answer. The time is come to pose a new question.
The question is probably how, I would have to assume. Free from death, but at what cost? For endless life, a legion lost. Okay. Second half. All right. So there we have it. Patch 7.2. Definitely my favorite of the two patch content so far. I am really looking forward to having you along. If anything happens to you, I have some words. Healing magic, so she's going to become a scholar again. Okay. Theory 1, I dare not rush, even though there's no telling what Calyx will make his next move. Or potentially, new job. But I don't know what else would use a grimoire, but there's potentially a new job she could pick up. So yeah, really liked the MSQ for this one. Like almost all of my complaints from the end of Dawn Trail, they fixed them. They listened. So yeah, I'm excited to have Sphene around. I'm excited to see, you know, Gululsha, he's coming into his own. He's becoming a nice, a good little king. And yeah, you know, as I said, though, we'll have to see what the big climax is in 7.3. If they hold to what they used to, anyways. They could do something different, because we're on a new journey now, right? But obviously something's going to happen in Alexandria. It's going to be like one last hurrah before he, like, eats himself to another realm or something. And I'm guessing we go to the 9th or something similar for expansion 8, right? But that being said, you know, I like where we're at, like, right now. I'm excited to get into the raids and try those. I think I'm going to need quite a bit more gear to actually step into those. I'll take a look at the lodestone. But yeah, very good. Very excited about where this is all going. So, you know, stick around. We'll be at it for a while. But that being said, you know, that took longer than I thought. I was really expecting maybe a couple of hours tops, but it ended up being a pretty beefy patch, to be honest. Like way more than I thought. So yeah, we're there. That being said, I gotta go and get some food before everything closes. So thank you very much for coming along, and you know, we'll be back at it again tomorrow with yet more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So keep an eye out on that. And then yeah, we'll just have to see what's in store for us for the next couple of weeks in FF14. But you know, it'll be one of those that we'll just kind of hop into every now and then. I doubt I'm going to be going hardcore Savage or anything like that, but I am excited to be back in the game and getting some of the new side content, especially. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But that being said, I hope everyone has a good middle of your week, has a good start to your Wednesday. Take care. Thank you very much for coming along. Bye-bye.